Shea Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Up next, it's our main event between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. On the Packers sideline, look at their head coach. These guys parlaying a pair of early home games into a 2-0 start to this season. Leading the opposing sideline, a man who needs little introduction. That's Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His guys 2-0 as well, so two of the league's better teams meeting here this week. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's going to be Harrison Butker to get us started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from this performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, and took great care of the football. And of course, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ballgame.
Love from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. To the air on 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So through some pretty blatant interference, he found a way to make the catch for the first down, Brock, and they can decline that penalty.
You know what you don't find in the NFL, Kate? You don't find receivers that aren't hungry. When that ball's in the air, they want to eat, and they will fight, and they will scratch, and they will claw through contact to make sure they get their touches.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
3rd and long for him here. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert.
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
You're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give the Packers the first. Love out of the shotgun. Lobs this deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. He got second down. Back to the air. Love. Finds him over the middle. And that's all with the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. He's got a fourth down decision to make. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Through the second level at the 40. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. Fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to it. That run good for a handful as it brings up second down. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5. Going run again with McCaffrey. He finds space into the red zone. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. McCaffrey will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Incomplete. It's now third and goal.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chiefs pull out in front further. 13-zip. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on fourth down, if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw, here's Love. This is complete, it's Matthew Golden. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. 2nd and 6 coming up here. To the air with Love. And it's Goodwin with the catch outright. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Love to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. 1st and 10 from the 43. Love to throw again. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short.
48-yard line.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd and 1 now. Love. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Go left side, brought in by Hockenson. And he's brought down at the line. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They start out with a 3rd and 9. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 4th down, and it'll be the native of County Wicklow in Ireland, Daniel Whelan, on to punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Out now runs the Packer offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
You know, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day.
Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers making a one-score game in the 1st half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
5, Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. He gets it to Rice. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
It's a gain of
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
2nd and 9.
To the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
6 yards. Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He's got it near the 10. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First down and goal to go.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Throwing again, Mahomes. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
21. Packers 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers and Matthew Golden ready to take over once again on offense. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go and run again with Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and
Big throw out wide by Love.
43-yard line.
Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. It's Noel Williams who made the play defensively.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Love on 3rd and short. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Continuing to move past the 45. And they haul him to the ground there. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
2 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They stick with McCaffrey. He gets forward, next about 4 yards. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. Nice little gain on the ground.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. It's the Chiefs in front here at Arrowhead. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And he stopped at the 31-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So the flag not necessary, Brock. You made the catch anyway, and they're going to take that yardage instead. The interference penalty is declined.
Really a testament to his focus throughout that play. It's one thing to catch balls in practice or on air or even 7-on-7, but to do it through violence, through aggression, through interference on the other side, typically is what separates the good from the great receivers in this league.
Here's Mahomes now. He brings it in. Well, he might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw and a check down of all things. Really went the other way, but only an incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Butker to try the point after. It's Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
Packers 7. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Packers offense headed out late in the half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Thrown on first down, Love. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. Love with it on first down. Golden there to grab it. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Shotgun now for Love. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. And again, Love. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. He bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. It's a designed run from Mahomes. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our spin around the NFL starts now at State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The Cardinals at home to take on their NFC West rivals, the 49ers. And this is the Niners White.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard, but like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas? I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 5.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop 1.
They gain 11 on that play, and that's a Chiefs first down. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. The coverage by Javon Bullard.
Now again, it's McCaffrey head right. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he's gonna be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It's like a design run here from Mahomes. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, it's out. McCaffrey lost it. But it looked like the Chiefs got this one back. Ooh, lucky break there, making that recovery.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mahomes here from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Worthy, complete. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs continue piling onto this lead.
Packers 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Packers all set to get back out there. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this 2nd half. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Love from the gun. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Love out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. Making the call himself. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down, Green Bay.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Takes the handoff, now Love. He'll try and run this. He picked up a 17. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
17 yards. And the Packers first down.
To the air with Love. Hits him on the in route. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Chiefs.
Here's Love.
36-yard line.
Pass is cut at the 9. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers start the 2nd half with some needed points.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
14. Brendan McManus.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. Escapes the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. They are in great shape here as we wind down this third quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another that could put this just too far out of reach. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard. At the 32-yard line.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That's a pickup of 9. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
First down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made at the 45.
Trayvon Diggs on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Chiefs football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the fourth. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left with 4th down here.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Packers and Matthew Golden ready to take over once again on offense. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. 2nd and 10, Love trying again. Has him on a quick hitter. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. Out set. This is 3rd and 5. Looking now from the gun. Oh, put some air under this one. Right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, either way, that was going to be a big gain, Brock. But of course they're going to credit their quarterback, right? Take the completion over that penalty.
Yep, had those stats. You know, you run that route, Kate, to try and stretch out a defense, maybe even draw that kind of penalty. But put a gold star by his effort. Not only did he do that, he made the play as well.
A gain of 5 brings up 6.
There's Love to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Love now. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage. Brock, fourth down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first and 10, here's Love. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Love now off the play action. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's
From the red zone now. Safety touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal.
leads to second and goal.
Once more, it's Love. He's got it. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for third and goal. Stick it in the air. Love. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Jordan Love, the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. On now is McManus to kick this away.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. And he's nice with yet another one. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. And it's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A run with McCaffrey. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Big gain. 14 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Going with McCaffrey on the ground. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up second and 2. The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Brings up second and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Going run again with McCaffrey. He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Butker knocks it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Love with it on 1st down. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Packers
Picks the handoff, now Love. And it's Brittle with a catch outright. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
a 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Packers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun now for Love. Now he takes it. And he's going to wisely get into the slide. Manages to avoid any sort of contact, but he did start it a little bit shy of what they needed for that 1st down. 3rd and 2, line to throw. He's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Packers.
Love now on 1st and 10. Man downfield, he's got it. That's Dobbs. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
A gain of 30.
Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
Packers 1st down. 1st and
Get inside the red zone.
4-yard line.
And the defender comes away with it. Fred McDuffie in to pick it off.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
The Chiefs and Rashee Rice readying for a new series on offense. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. Only one timeout remaining to stop it. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. There's Mahomes on a designed run. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.